did not take advantage of it. So we do have enough monies in there to re-kick, and we think in the spring, it's really going to be picking up. I have been going out to the businesses locally, and they are seeing a lot of action. Obviously, with the gift certificate programs we're working, it's promising. Obviously, the weather is getting better. They can do the outside eventually, the tents and everything. So they're upbeat in regards to the possibilities of what can happen. So hopefully, we're at the end of this COVID, towards the end of it, being very careful what needs to be done or not needs to be done. But they're excited, and that the doors start to open up in regard to that. We do have a couple events coming up, the ribbon cutting events, which is another indication that there are businesses coming to Springfield. We have 3 in the next month. Actually, we have 2 this Friday and Saturday. The one on Friday will be at 30 Burger. They're really excited of being in Springfield. The ribbon cutting event is going to be at 12 o'clock on this Friday. We're asking anybody who wants to attend, and I've already sent the invitations out, to probably get there like if you can at 11:45, so we can get the pictures out of the way and then go with the celebration with them with the ribbon cutting.
Thinking extra burgers for those 15 minutes. I like that.
But I'm Catholic, so
That's right, I can't eat meat. I can't eat meat.
it's killing me. So
Oh, I forgot
I'm
about
still
that.
open on Wednesday, so I'm going to go there instead.
All right.
Okay.
Burgers. And then we have the detailing shop coming on. That's on Saturday. That's also at 12 o'clock. And really, they're really excited again. The owner of that is Piotr's in Summit. So it's a detailing shop for if you want to get your car, supplies for your car to detail it. They have an incredible array of stuff to detail your car. They will also detail on the side if you want it, but again, for these car enthusiasts that want to go in, they detail their car, and they have all the material, everything that's needed. There will be people that if you have a nice car there, to bring it and to park on the outside so you can showcase your vehicle.
I can put it next to your Maserati.
Yes.
There you go.
And
Just
then the
saying.
final one is on April 19th. This will be a private invitation-only event with Scream Truck. Me and Scott Seidel have gone over there. It's an incredible complex. I can tell you, it's a high-end ice cream truck. They're not going up and down the streets of Springfield. They're doing events. So if you want to hire them for your birthday parties or any type of business want to do, an event.
I got a call.
I just note that they can't hear you.
Oh, you want to repeat everything?
No, that's okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Mike, I got a call before I came here. A woman called and said she called Screaming Truck,
Scream Truck, yep.
Screaming whatever it's called. And they said they don't do it in Springfield.
No, they're doing events.
No, but then what she wanted to hire, I guess, hire the Scream Truck. I don't know what it was. But they called to have her come over to the house and they said no.
I'll talk to Jason. He's the president of the company.
Please.
He's also a client, not like haircut for men, but he's totally available. And what I understand, they're open for everybody, and they are operating in other towns, but they're warehousing in Springfield. So
But suppose we want like 4 ice creams. Could we call Screaming Truck and they would drop off 4 ice creams? 4? I don't know.
according to him, he goes, they'll deliver anything, but they will not accept cash. It's got to be pre-ordered in advance.
Okay.
And they will do it. So I will talk to Jason. He's sponsoring the event for the chamber meeting on this Thursday. So I will ask him if
Okay.
he is involved in Springfield. He's open to Springfield and everything. Thanks, John.
Is it on?
I'll lead. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So, again, it's really a great event. So what we have there on April 19th, and that's a Monday, we're going to ask the mayor to be there an hour early because we're going to take him around town in the truck. And these trucks, sorry, it's hard
I
to-
told him earlier, don't threaten me with a good time. I mean,
Yeah.
what are you talking about right now?
But I can talk about these trucks because they're $250,000 a piece.
Wow.
It's state of the art. It's all digital on the
Fancy ice
outside.
cream.
Make, like, for example's sake, if the mayor is there, they'll make ice creams that have the mayor's name and title in it and everything.
Oh, come on, don't
His
say that.
picture,
His head
and
is
his
big
picture,
enough. His head is big enough,
and his
please.
picture, and so we'll take him around town. We already discussed it, and we'll probably also come to town hall prior, and we're going to serve ice cream to everybody that's here at town hall at the time, and then we'll go back there and do the ribbon cutting. So it's really exciting times. we're on it. We see a new business coming in town, we're the welcome wagon for them. And we go out of our way to show them the love. And again, that's our passion, and that's what we
I've
do.
had some residents reach out to me and ask me about them, so, if they can put out like exactly how it works and what they're doing in Springfield, because people are asking me and I wasn't sure, so I just directed them towards their website.
Yeah,
So,
Jason told me, go on our website, his website, and it says exactly what they do and how they do it.
Yeah.
But again, he's going to be the sponsor for us at the chamber meeting on this Thursday, but I will confirm with him where they are at with Springfield in regards to booking, events and everything on that,
I
so.
have to tell you, I saw my first truck today, literally a mile away. Like, you can't miss this big pink thing
I
coming.
know they're bright, I heard they're real
It
bright.
looks unbelievable when it passes, so they got a good system going on there.
No, and they plan on having 100 trucks by the time everything is done, so they're really motoring in regards to what they think their brand could be.
Yeah.
And again, it's specialization, and they have the wherewithal, and again, I can only tell you, state-of-the-art trucks, and they got music, speakers, everything built in that's needed in regards to it. So
Yeah.
I don't want to make this a scream truck thing, but
No, it's
on
cool,
that
though.
date, we will have a ribbon-cutting event, and you all will be invited to it and everything. Other than that, so we're going to do some streetscape, where you see the Shell station is, and I forgot the side tree, is that South Springfield Avenue?
Yeah,
Right there, we're gonna look to now do the streetscape there with all the sidewalks and everything. We're gonna prove that probably for the next 2 to 3 weeks, so we can kind of complete the streetscape. And then again, we have our budget coming up. So again, it's all putting back into Springfield and, making it very vibrant for both the businesses and the residents.
Which reminds me, I want to talk to you tomorrow about that
Okay.
situation
Okay.
over there.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, reach out to me. If you have any questions, we'd be more than glad to ask them, answer them.
Anything?
thank you.
All right, excellent.
Great to see you all.
Thank you, sir. You too. All right, we're going to move on to finance.
All right.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser, where you at?
I will make a motion to adopt the payroll and invoices for the period of March 10th through March 23rd, 2021, in the amount of $1,382,715.54.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides,
Yes.
Committeewoman Du Bois,
yes,
Committeeman Huber,
Yes,
Mayor Weber.
Yes.
And you all have also received the revenue report comparison and the summary budget account status.
Yes, I would like to make a motion to adopt the regular meeting minutes of February 23rd as emailed.
I will second.
I wasn't there.
All in favor?
Aye.
aye,
Aye.
Staying.
Move on to new business.
Okay, we have a second reading, ordinance 2021-05. This ordinance amends Chapter 7, Traffic, at Section 7-26, bus stops, to delete and add certain bus stops within the township.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve ordinance 2021-05 as read by Madam Clerk for publication in the local source, April 1st, 2021.
Second.
All right, let's move on to public comment. Same thing, we're going to do a 973-232-4442. We have a 30-second timer going on, effective now.
Anybody here? Here, no, you go.
Yes, that's for the phone calls. If you have a public comment
Come
on
on.
this actual bus stop issue,
Well, it has to do with actually driving on Springfield Drive.
We gotta come up to the microphone.
yep, come on up to the mics.
I mean, you gotta say your name and address.
Yeah, it's,
Yes.
My name is Arthur Weintraub. I live on Smithfield Drive, Springfield. The concern that I've had over the years is with the access from Evergreen that goes around into Smithfield Drive. And as you know, it's an access road, and I've been asking this for years when my little kid was a kid from Springfield, I don't remember that. But now he's older, and he said the same thing, and my neighbors that moved in with the other little kids, he always get run over there. It's not the first time. Smithfield Drive is very, very dangerous, and really does need the speed bumps. Just, just like they have on Laurel Drive, but Smithfield is an access road, a major one.
The chief is the one you gotta talk to about, speed bumps.
Hi, Mr. Mayor.
Yes,
Sounds like this is a traffic-related question, but it's not directly related to
to this one,
my recommendation would be that we
address at the end.
hold off on addressing it during the regular public comment period, a separate public comment at the end of the meeting.
Okay.
No worries, no, listen, that was some,
So you can,
take a
you
seat.
can come back up, or they can just address your question at that time. We'll see, but just stick around.
It's gonna be a short meeting, hang tight. I've got nothing on the phone. Let's go to discussion. Anybody on here have anything on it?
Nope.
No.
All right, let's go to a roll call vote, please.
Committeeman Kapidis,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeewoman Du Bois.
Yep.
Committeeman Huber,
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes.
No first.
All right, we're gonna go on to resolutions on the first reading. Start them in order. If anybody wants anything pulled, please note as we go. Resolution 2021-89, 2021-90, 2021-91, 2021-92, 2021-93, 2021-94, 2021-95,
Full 95.
noted, 2021-96, 2021-97, 2021-98,
98 you should pull also.
no, got it, 2021-99,
Good.
and that's it.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion to approve the following resolutions. Resolutions 202189 through 202194. Resolutions 2021-96, 2021-97, and Resolution 2021-99.
Second.
You beat me to
I need a woman?
it.
Mr. Owen.
Committeeman Kapidis,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber.
Yes.
Committeewoman Du Bois.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes. All right,
Resolution 2021-95. This resolution approves the hiring of Tamara Vega as a part-time public information officer.
The only reason I pulled this, I just want, maybe John, you should explain to the public again exactly what she's gonna do and where it's gonna be posted or whatever, she's gonna do.
All right, she's gonna be take care of social media for us. She's gonna keep the website clean, all the pages, not just the front one. A lot of times we have stuff on there, if you look at it, it gets old. She's gonna go through that every day and make sure that anything that's now expired is removed from it. She will be going to each department on a daily basis and finding out if there's anything there that we need to post, along with anything that the five of you have that needs to be posted. Facebook, whatever the platforms are, she will take care of that. She's only working part-time, it's 10 hours a week.
All right, and also school, what about the schools and the churches, will she?
If there's anything we want to coordinate with the school or the church, we'll post that also.
I like just to get in touch with all the schools and churches and just say, if you have information, put it in her box or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
This way, we can give everybody information in one thing, which is good.
agree. This is something that, I know Alex, you're going to want to talk about this. This is something that has been tossed around for a while. I think it's clear right now, number one, just the amount of daily activity this township has in terms of building and projects and new doors opening. It's just too much for us five
Yeah.
here at this point.
Oh, no, you're right. I agree.
Somebody has to keep track of what's going on and has to keep everybody updated. So I can't even tell you how happy I am that we're going to have this. What do you got? No, you're excited about this one.
Yeah, no. I think somebody that is a PIO working. So I think we saw this as a smart addition to the township, and I think in the end it will pay off immensely as we're able to look for new ways and be creative with how we're reaching out and informing the public on things that are happening in town or resources available that people may not already know. I had the opportunity to talk to Ms. Vega with Committeeman Capides. She's an outstanding individual and an outstanding lifelong resident. So welcome aboard. We're all in this together. I think she'll make everybody's life a lot easier as we try to increase communication from the township.
So with that, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution 2021-95 as read by Madam Clerk.
Second.
He undercuts you.
Undercut me all night.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Committeeman Huber.
Maybe.
Boyce.
Yep.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser.
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes.
Okay, and now, Resolution 2021-98. This resolution authorizes an agreement with the Summit Area YMCA for the operation and maintenance of the Springfield Community Pool and related facilities during the summer of 2021.
All right, the only reason I pulled this is I want everybody to realize that a lot of work has gone into this. We promised as a committee to open the pool this year no matter what. It's going to open, and I want everybody to realize that we did everything we could. Legal agreement, John did everything, Linda, Adam. I mean, we all worked together to get this done. Well, I don't know if you want to say anything else to the people.
Yeah, I think this is another thing that we've talked about and we've tossed around. We had all of 2020. You know, I joke about it over and over again, but the man to my left had literally the hardest year as mayor in 200 years here. I mean, I don't even know. There was not even a right or wrong decision that could be made. He was just literally, you know, making calls daily on just trying to keep things afloat. And we had a year to get this together, and we did. And I think that everybody's going to be pleasantly surprised. I think that once you see the agreement that we've come up with them and the fees, and I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with it. This is absolutely in the best interest of the town right now. And we've asked for input, and the general consensus of the input that we've gotten from everybody is they just want the pool open. It doesn't matter if it's us running it or the Summit. Why? It didn't matter. It didn't faze them at all. They just wanted the pool open, and it's going to be open. So with that, I don't have anything else.
And Mr. Mayor, if I could just add, this is obviously, as you said, a collective group effort, and it's a culmination of, I do want to say, a year of research, and I say that because this was an idea that we were approached with last year.
Started on your term, yeah.
Well, it's not even about me, it's about the fact that the Summit Y came to us and is interested in this arrangement. Now, not to rehash everything from last year, but unfortunately it couldn't work out on the Summit Y's end, but the transparency that we had through the process, the public input that we gathered during this from the start of last year up until now, this is an agreement that was vetted, highly vetted through all parties, both Summit and Springfield. I think it's fair. I think it's, frank and honest, conversations were had about what works for both parties. And I truly believe, based on the recommendations from our professionals here in Springfield, based on the YMCA, based on our input, and most importantly, the public's input that we've heard both formally and informally over the past year, makes this the best possible agreement that we can make together collectively to move forward, to have our pool open for this summer. Like Committeeman Huber said, we promised that we'd do it. It's done, not because we promised it would, well, it's done because we promised it would be done, but we're also lucky that it was so aggressively and mutually agreed upon that works out for both parties, and we're very excited about it.
Anybody? Alex, Eric?
No, I think, it's a good thing that we are opening. We tried last year as best we could. It just didn't work out due to COVID, but as now COVID, hopefully we're defeating the virus. I think this will be a good summer and a good step to return to normalcy. And I think people are going to be very happy with what's being offered, and hopefully everybody joins.
Step closer.
Eric?
No, I'm just happy. I know this was a lot of work on Craig and John and Adam, and I know that this was, these conversations started last year, and we're always thinking outside the box, trying to get things done for the residents, and I thank Adam for that, and I thank you guys for working so hard on it, because in the end, we just want to provide services for our community, and this was able to make that happen, so I'm excited about the summer.
And the reason I went through all 5 of them is because with something like this, I want everybody out there to see who's watching this. If there is anybody watching this, all 5 of us are in agreement. Our business administrators are in agreement. Our rec director's in agreement. Our lawyer's in agreement. Everybody's in agreement this is the best for us, so let's move on.
Okay, I'll do a roll call. May I have a
Roll call,
motion?
please.
Motion for Resolution 2021-98.
Second.
See how he jumped on that? He was afraid of you, Rich.
Yeah.
No,
I've got a second-
we cut out Eric this time.
All right.
Always something.
Committeeman Huber,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Committeewoman DuBois.
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes.
Good.
All right. Let's move on to discussion and action item, discussion and action item.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to approve the request from the Springfield First Aid Squad Incorporated to waive fees of $313 to replace emergency power generator for First Aid Squad building.
I will second.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeewoman DuBois,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber,
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes.
I have one question about this. Didn't we get all new generators after the real last storm we had a couple years ago in all our buildings?
I think
I
they're,
I know we put one for town hall.
The generator in the squad building is, I want to say 15 years old.
Okay.
We wanted to have it on our
All
own
right.
after.
All right. All right, but I knew we placed a lot of them in town.
Yeah, not there.
no, they're doing this on their own. It's
Okay.
not part of what our stock.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Moving on. Let's discuss and approve the recreation request for the New York Blood Center, New Jersey Blood Services Emergency Blood Drive at the Chisholm Community Center, Tuesday, May 4th, 2021. Hold harmless certificate and insurance attached.
I don't know.
And
We will have someone there? Oh, Adam's gone.
Yeah.
I want to make sure,
Yeah,
because
here we
last
go.
year, or 2 years ago,
I know.
they had an accident. I want to make sure. Okay.
Motion.
all right, so we'll be
Motion.
cover that.
Rich, okay.
I don't think we have second.
Yes.
Second?
Okay, it was your chance.
Well, it's mine to be on.
It doesn't even have a,
Well, not on yours, but the other.
Oh,
oh, okay, sorry.
all in favor?
Okay. Second?
Yeah,
Second.
Erica seconds.
I'll do a roll call since
Okay.
we have to have somebody
Yeah.
there. Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Committeewoman DuBois?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes.
Okay.
Correspondence, we have a,
We have a pop-up.
I'm sorry, discuss the pop-up testing site for COVID. So,
I wanted to know how you felt about doing this, because we're gonna have Craig craft an agreement, so it's not just a 5-minute project here.
Is this, who is this request from? Is it
This
from an
came from
organization?
a independent lab. I sent you the email, and I can't remember. I'd have to go grab it.
My initial thought, and I don't want to belabor this, and I don't know how the rest of the township committee feels, but we have a site, the county site at Kane. It runs like a well-oiled machine. There's been no issues, no problems, no worries there. I've gotten tested myself there. 4 or 5 times. It takes me less than an hour. If they're the designated spot and people
I
are
don't know where it
familiar
is.
with it.
I mean, I get tested on jobs when I go to, during the week, so, I mean, I don't think we need one.
I don't think so either. I think that's the purpose of Kane. I mean, it's one town over and it's convenient for all.
Do you think we need one?
Where,
now?
where were they looking to put it?
Pool,
Or when, why all of a sudden do they want to start?
because they're gonna be able to hopefully support the residents, but they're getting paid by the insurance company, quite frankly.
How long are they looking
We
for?
told them they had to be out there before the pool opened up.
Is this a one-time thing?
No, it would be during the week.
Yeah,
It's like,
Are we having the county come back? They only did it once. Can they come back through, or?
we could ask them, I don't know offhand,
I don't, they might have shifted their,
they may have.
their,
I don't know
like,
how much
focus.
demand.
They're
there is
still
right
doing
now for
them.
testing.
Well, numbers are going
agree
up.
with you. I think
There are
this is a
still
lot of,
people.
sorry, I'm sorry. I spoke earlier. I
No,
apologize.
that's okay.
I apologize.
But what was it, clarification, was it just one day or was it like for a couple days?
No, they want to set up there.
Oh.
And my guess is what's gonna happen, if they don't see enough business,
They would,
they're gonna go bye-bye.
Is this the same people that is doing the blood drive?
No,
I'm sorry, I don't have any of the company, but.
if you need it, I'll run down and go get the email.
No.
We've done some other sites in New Jersey. This would be approximately 2 months if we took action and approve the formal agreement.
Give us more information.
Yeah,
Get some more
I
information,
think
and-
we don't have enough info. I think what we would need is, we would need footprint of how big this thing's gonna be, how long they plan on staying.
Well, we kind of do have that. Really, what we're talking about tonight is, I'm looking more to you guys. Do you want Craig to start crafting an agreement, because it's gonna take up money for us to do
Well,
that?
do they pay for the site?
They don't pay for anything.
but it's just a location.
It's something to do,
that
I
would
think
be easier for the residents to access.
residents, seniors, maybe it's better for that, yes.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I'm not,
Bad idea.
I'm not opposed generally, I don't,
I think I don't have enough, for me, I don't think I have enough info just on this, as I'm not opposed to it in that sense where
What
I would
else
not
would you
listen.
like?
By the way, no one's asking the governing body right now
Yeah.
to approve it.
Right.
It's just whether you're interested enough to authorize, basically authorize to take the next step, which is to try and craft
Yeah.
an agreement with the entity.
Chris, what are the numbers in Springfield? Are they going up or down?
They're kind of plateaued. I don't think we've seen a large increase.
This would be a drive-through, Chris.
They're-
You go
they're
in, go up
minimal.
to the pool building, they would be stationed at the entrance. You get swabbed and turn around and keep going.
But I think it's Craig doing and I agree with you, Chris, it's information we don't have.
Yeah.
It's Craig doing it's Craig doing the legwork. It's them reaching out to the public, and then if the public has an issue of what's going on, I just think as much as this person or this organization wants to help, I think the onus is generally going to be on us, for this pop-up testing center, and if it's a senior issue, I would rather use the bus to bring the seniors to the testing site if that was the case. I don't know.
I don't think it's that hard to get tested right now.
I don't think so either, so, well, I mean, I think it's good for the town. I thought it would be good.
Because like
And let me tell you-
CVS is testing, Walgreens is testing drive up.
Are they?
Yeah.
CBS does? I don't even
Yeah.
know.
So I don't think they're that hard to get right now, where this might have been months ago better. I don't know if it's that much of a
If you
benefit.
can get us more information by next meeting, then
I
we
don't think
can
there's
talk
more.
about it.
There's
Right?
really none.
My only concern is we're gonna get so late. By the
Yeah.
time we're getting close where the pool's gonna open.
In a
Yeah,
month, I mean, you're gonna have a couple weeks, and this is a great problem to have, but in a couple weeks, hopefully, every CVS is gonna be able to have the vaccine.
I have to, yeah, and I have to say that out of all of the emails I get, testing is not an issue for us.
No, then.
It's not, the vaccine's an issue, but testing does not seem to be an issue right now, and
yeah. Even like conversations that you see online, so people are not as much asking about testing, like not being able to
No.
get tests. It's not much, I don't think it's as huge of a,
Okay.
all right. Them.
Let's move on.
Correspondence. Union Planning Board, revised notice of virtual public hearing for the master plan, March 25th, 7 PM. If interested, call the Union Planning Board for a Zoom link. With that, we're going to move on to public comment on any governmental issue. Give us a call at 973-232-4442, 973-232-4442. There's a 30-second delay. I made a comment before, Mr. Mason, if you had any questions about fire,
Wow.
that was quick.
Let's take the call.
Put them on.
Springfield Township meeting. Okay, can you hold on 1 second, please? And we're going to take a gentleman that's here now, and then we'll put yours on. Hold on 1 second, please. Okay.
Reminds me of the bank run. Let's make a deal.
All right, sir, let's do this again.
Call me Sergeant. I'm okay. Well, as I was,
Name and address again.
oh, sorry.
Name
Name and
and address.
Art Weintraub, 47 Smithfield Drive, Springfield, New Jersey.
Chief, don't go anywhere.
In any event, I was telling the council before that over the years, when my little son was growing up, there's been a couple of incidents where he almost got run over on Smithfield Drive, along with other things. It's a transit, it goes right into Evergreen where there are speed bumps. But as soon as they come around that curve going into the basic part of Smithfield Drive, that's where they really hit the pedal to the metal. Not all the time, but a lot of times. You'll find that there's a lot of landscaping trucks.
Or the customers,
They are
yeah.
really moving. Not all the time. I mean, it only takes one. And I remember in Parsippany, you probably know I'm a real estate broker. But I remember that we had a property for sale in Parsippany where a little kid was crossing a 25-mile-per-hour street with a little cycling got killed. Never forget that. And, because they called us to sell their property, it was awful. I see it happening again here. And my next door neighbor has little kids, also had that problem last week. Now that it's going to be getting warmer, now I understand that you can have radar patrols, which will slow down sometimes. But, people that are using that bypass are not necessarily people that live in Springfield. So therefore, I don't know what kind of investment, but if there's just a few, 2 or 3 speed bumps in that strip, it's worth it to save one kid's life.
All right, before we go any further, in case, because I'm sure nobody can hear you at home because of the microphone
I was going
situation.
to do the same thing now.
And this
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go.
You couldn't hear me?
No,
No,
we
we can hear you
can.
fine, but the microphone is always so.
It's on a microphone.
Yeah, exactly. It's double trouble.
Do you want me to take it off and repeat?
No, we're just going to
Okay.
fill it in. And
Listen,
We'll summarize.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's going, and by the way, there's also a park there. There's a park, and a lot of kids are going there, especially now in the summertime coming up. I mean, it's not a big expense. I hear everything about pool, which is great, okay? But for the safety of those kids, put some speed limits. How much could it cost?
All right, so the concern for those watching at home, the concern right now is traffic on Evergreen Avenue going at a faster rate of speed than they should.
No,
Smithfield, sorry.
Evergreen,
Smithfield,
Smithfield.
off of Evergreen.
Yes, exactly.
And he's asking about speed bumps and possibly doing some radar to slow things down over there. And with that said, we're going to go to the Chief of Police, Mr. John Cook. Hello,
Okay.
sir.
Sir, good evening.
Hi, we
Pleasure
can hear you.
to see everyone again. So a few things. As far as speed tables go, we do have to go by what the MUCTD, which is the Manual of Uniform Traffic Control Devices, states, certain regulations to have speed tables. There needs to be a speed study done, which there have been at least 2 in the past few years there, which did not warrant per the MUCTD For example, I know one of the recent ones, the average speed was 28 miles an hour with an 85 percentile speed at 32. At 35 is when we can consider putting speed tables. Also, it has to do with the configuration of the roadway, being whether it's a straight road. For example, Tooker is a straight run. I'm not sure of the distances involved with Smithfield. I know there's a lot of curvature there. Not being able to put speed tables in curves in a road. So what we will do is I will have a strict enforcement during the times which are both rush hours, beginning and end of the day, and the lunch period. We've known this always, that this is, a cut through. This is not new to us. And most likely, a lot of the violations are going to be residents, so you might be getting some calls, but I'm going to have strict enforcement done over the next several weeks. And we're also going to do a speed study to see what the numbers are. If they've changed and it's in any way we can warrant speed tables, then I will certainly let you know.
Okay.
But we just can't do it just because it has to meet certain criteria.
Can I ask you a question? Are these the speed bumps are regulated by the state, or can the town take its own initiative?
By the state.
In other words, we need to follow certain rules.
In addition, the only curvature that you have is where Evergreen runs into Smithfield Road, and it's a straightaway.
There's a curve right there, and then it's a straightaway.
It's just a small portion of Smithfield Drive, which is the very end between Evergreen and Smithfield.
Let's see what the officers find. And we'll go.
They'll go over, listen,
Yeah, sure.
we'll have them check signage, we'll have them
Yeah.
check,
And you know what, like I said, my child is grown,
yeah.
my daughter's grown too.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being patient and waiting till the end.
Hello? Okay, I'm going to put you on speakerphone. When I put you on speakerphone, just going to need you to say your name, your address, and your comment or question. Oh, okay, hold on. You're not going to prank me right now, right? You're not going to prank me, right? Okay, hold on.
Let's see.
Okay, let me try to turn this up.
Okay.
Let's try that. How are you?
Hi. There's a little delay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, don't watch the TV. Just worry about us, whatever you hear on here.
Okay, I won't watch the TV. I'm going to mute the TV. Hold on. Okay, this is Faith Brancato, 39 Prospect Place in Springfield.
Okay, hi, Faith.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I didn't realize I could come into the building. I would have come in, but this is fine. I actually have 6 items, if you'll allow me the time. I don't think any of them is going to take much time. The first one is that I would like to commend, I'd like to commend the Public Works Department for the very good job they did with snow removal. I know it was a while ago, but that's my first item.
Absolutely.
Yeah. My second item is both a question and a comment. The new building at the corner of Morris and Church Mall, will there be parking there for the stores on the lower level?
They're going to have to park on Church Mall.
They will be parking on Church Mall, but the units itself will have parking in the building, so they should not be an issue on Church Mall.
Okay, but for people going to the stores, it's street parking?
Yes.
Okay. That seems like a bit of a problem to me, because I don't think there's a whole lot of parking, close by to that corner.
Well, Mr. Mayor, we also don't know what type of stores are going to go there yet.
Yeah, and that's the other issue, is that right now we're not sure what retail's going to go there.
Okay, but it seems to me that when you put in anything retail, you should allow for adequate parking to encourage people to go there.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then I noticed the building is so close to the street, and I wonder why it wasn't set back further.
I think at this point right now, that's something that would be more handled by by planning and engineering, and it had been approved. They looked at it over and over, and it met all of the criteria, and when something meets all of the criteria, it's not so easy to deviate from that, and to deny it.
Okay. The only reason I say that is that, in my opinion, the towns with the most successful pedestrian traffic have buildings that are recessed a bit. And I wish they had thought of that when they were planning the new buildings in Springfield.
We need participation
Yeah.
at the time when it
It
goes
was,
before one of
it
the
was
boards.
open here and all.
And that's why we're glad you're calling on it, because, at the time, like our business administrator just said, we really look for public participation and input on these things. Noted going forward, and
Okay.
we don't disagree with you at all, so go ahead.
Okay. The next item is trap and neuter of cats, feral cats. I know that we use the animal control in Milburn, and when you look at the Springfield website, it tells you to go through the Springfield police. Is that the proper procedure?
That is right now the proper procedure for that.
Okay. We're not supposed to call animal control directly?
No, police will respond if they deem necessary, then they respond and they call animal control.
Okay. I did call the police, and I must say that they were not real forthcoming with information for me. And I really feel that it's a problem.
Okay.
Animal control used to come and trap. Then they removed them, neutered them, returned them to the colony.
Okay.
I don't think they're doing that anymore, and I think the responsibility now is on people in the neighborhood to trap, and that's probably not going to happen. I personally have trapped two myself and had them neutered, and I'm willing to do it for other people in the neighborhood, but most people are not going to do that, and we have a lot of feral cats here.
What street are you on?
We're on Prospect,
Okay.
Prospect Place.
Do you have a pen handy?
Pardon me?
Do you have a pen handy?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to give you my number if you want to give me a call tomorrow.
Sure.
And I could, 973
Uh-huh.
382
Uh-huh.
5346.
Okay.
And give me a call on it, and we'll see what we can figure out.
Okay. Now, my next item was speed bumps, and I know it's already been addressed. But I just wanted to say to the police chief that I live, the issue is between Short Hills Avenue and Denham Avenue, or Prospect Avenue. And the reason, he said there could be some residents, and that may be true, but most people are trying to avoid the traffic light at the corner of Short Hills Avenue and Morris. We don't have sidewalks. We have a lot of kids. We have a lot of people walking their dogs. And so if he could set up some kind of study there, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, we will,
We've done that.
we've done that already?
We've done it, we have had police cars there, we've had police stationed there
Yeah,
numerous times, I don't know how many times.
Yes.
My son lives over there in that section also, and they've had police and that, and they haven't really caught anyone speeding.
yeah, I believe, I know it's, I don't know if she can hear me, but,
No, I'm having trouble hearing you.
okay. I understand what you're talking about. I know we did, as far as traffic cutting off of Short Hills Avenue, we did, obviously put up the signs, the no left turns because of that issue, several years back.
Yes,
mean,
I
we-
remember.
We do continue to enforce that. However, you do get traffic coming off of Morris Avenue as well, which may be some of what you're seeing. Obviously, we can't stop people from doing it, but, speed control is something we can certainly, concentrate on again, on that area. Which, are they using more Severna or Colfax, or which?
Denham?
Well, Denham, but then they go up the main road that connects the
The bank, by the
Denham and
bank.
Short Hills.
Okay. I apologize, I cannot understand you. Can somebody just summarize?
Yeah,
what
what's
you're
gonna, what's gonna end up happening is, you know, they had done some evaluation on it, they had done some radar on it before, they had issued some tickets. As with everything else, when everything kind of slows down, they move on to a different area. They're gonna go
Right.
back, revisit that area again, and they will take a look at it again and try
Okay,
to
yeah,
slow
I
things
just wanted to
down.
bring it up. I know they've tried to correct that situation. Okay.
Oh, okay, but she's got one more thing.
I would like, if you can relay it for me, if she can't hear me.
Go ahead.
When she called in to the PD about the animal control issue,
Yep.
does she recall when it was, so I can listen to that call? Because I will certainly straighten that out if
Yeah,
there's a problem.
when you called in about the animal control issue, do you remember what day or approximation of when it was?
Well, it was a couple of weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll try to look back to
Take a
that.
look into it.
I'll address that with the troops.
Okay, yeah. And that's why tomorrow, you know, give me a call and
Okay.
I'll hook you up with the chief and we can get a little
that'll
more
be great.
in-depth information on it.
Okay, just two more quick items.
Go ahead.
Number one, clean up under the Route 70 or Route 24 bridge on Morris Avenue near Prospect Place.
Okay.
It's a mess. And I know it's a county road. I've asked
State
for
road.
help with this before, and I know that the county is supposed to do it. Can that be done? Can we request that on a regular basis?
DPW is on the state all the time on that. We don't control it, we have to wait for them.
Okay, so DPW calls them on a regular basis,
Okay.
and we are unfortunately, to a certain degree, held at the mercy of the state and the holding pattern of the states. But what we will continue to call, and it is noted,
Okay.
and we will make sure again.
Okay, the town, even though I know it's a state road, does the town not have the resources to do that?
We don't have the jurisdiction.
We don't have the jurisdiction on it,
Okay.
and once we start doing that, it's, you've got a whole world of things in terms of even if our
Right.
workers get
Okay.
injured or doing something they're not supposed to be doing, it becomes
Okay.
a big problem.
Okay. And the last thing I have is with the funding that's coming to the towns with the federal package, I wonder if that would help on the next issue I want to bring up. Is there any way we can get our restaurants in town to use biodegradable takeout packaging?
That is, so the funding that we're gonna be getting is for infrastructure and not going to be something that's gonna be able to use for businesses.
Okay.
That is something, though, that the Business Improvement District can take on, and I can also tomorrow give you guidance on who to speak to on that issue, and
Okay.
hook you up with the right person on that, but that's something completely separate from us.
Okay,
I
great.
mean-
And that's all I had.
What do you got?
I mean, the state did pass the single-use plastic ban that will start to go into effect. I forget the years off the top of my head, but I think it's a year for paper and plastic. I think it's 2 years for styrofoam containers and so forth. So I think that was addressed at the state level and preempted, if that's what she's talking about.
I know
from us.
Milburn started with the bags already too, and
Yeah.
they're not doing it either.
So in the next year or so, it should be in a much better place.
Okay, I thought they were, I know there's a law coming for bags. I didn't realize it include styrofoam too.
Yeah, it includes paper, plastic, any single-use plastics, even straws. It's actually, I think, the nation's strongest single-use plastic ban in the country, so.
Great.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
You're
Have a
welcome.
great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, so that was one call. We got another one.
Oh, yay.
Thank you for calling the Springfield Township meeting. Hello?
Good evening, this is Mike Bartosh. I live at 77 Tudor Court,
My
Springfield,
man,
New Jersey.
my man, Mike Bartosh. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mayor. How are you?
Waiting for your call. What can we help you
I
with?
figured you would be. I'm going to make it short and sweet. There's been a lot of talk, about the revitalization of the center, some of the buildings and the owners. For instance, like the shopping mall. Has there been any talk through this administration or prior administration to implode the building where the DPW now is on Mountain Avenue, and also the one behind the library across the street from the municipal building, to move that into maybe rent a building or build a building in that commercial area on Commerce or on the other side of Route 22, and also
22.
move the PD department, which is so antiquated that you have a town hall right now, into that building also.
So you must be reading minds, because that's something that our business administrator has been looked at. Everybody's looked at moving DPW for a while. That there's always a plan for that. Whether trying to make it happen, that's another thing. But we don't disagree with anything that you just said. Well, I don't anyway. Does anybody else?
No, but there needs to be a location to
But
move to.
we have to find a location to go to, but they have actually been looking for a place to house DPW, and there's been several places that have unfortunately not panned out, but you're right, you're correct in your thinking and what you're saying. We're still looking.
I have one other question.
Go ahead.
When is the brochure going to be coming out for the Springfield Community Pool for summer 2021?
Online.
Brochure, it'll be online, but
It's online.
I'll have to ask Adam.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. Actually, that we covered everything completely, and we did not cover a brochure. That is great.
Because I'm being asked an awful lot of questions when it's coming out.
It was just approved tonight, so.
They want to know what the fees are and so on and so forth.
We will get them out. We will get them out ASAP. I promise you.
And I feel like I'm part of the Township Committee.
You are. You 100% are. We will get them out as soon as possible. Everybody's going to be happy with what's going on, and I don't know if there's going to be a brochure going out. We will find out, but it will definitely be posted on multiple sources online.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you to the Town Council.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
Thanks, Mike.
Have a great night. All right, so let's see if we have anybody else calling in. I guess we'll give it 30 seconds.
Oh.
No other
I'll
questions?
vote for German.
No other questions from the public?
While we're waiting for 30 seconds, I have something.
So do I. When
Mr.
you're
Matt Cass, can you come up here for a minute, please?
done. I have something when you're done,
All right.
please, too.
How, you're leaving us, and I gotta tell you, like, when Alex and I first started on this journey, you were there, asking the questions every day. We have, like, grown, like, adopted you as a part of our family. So you're moving on. You are leaving. Mr. Sim.
Yep, I mean, it's been an honor and a pleasure, and I don't know if I can say much more than that. 2.5 years at TAP. I do truly feel like you guys have given me the opportunity as a native son of Springfield to, stretch my wings and, really get the chance to pursue my passion. I mean, what more can I say than that? I'm certainly not going to be leaving Springfield. I'm still living here, so you guys aren't getting rid of me that easily.
Excellent.
And I can't thank you guys enough for all the kind words on my change of profession. And if you see me on the street, say hello. I'm always happy to talk.
Hey, can I give you a compliment here for a second? Right now, media seems to do what they want to do, and a lot of times there seems to be no repercussions in what they put out. You have gotten several phone calls from us in which whose ever mistake it was, it doesn't know. I'm not even gonna get into that, whether it was ours, yours, whose ever. Never once have we not come to an agreement where we sat there and said, all right, this is the proper way, and this is what actually happened. And to your credit, man, that's awesome. That really is that, you know, nobody ever, had a standoff where two parties walked away unhappy. So you really did us a great service up here in terms of reporting what we had to do. And there were times I'd call you up with 5 minutes to go, and you'd be like, all right, I'll be right there.
Yeah.
So I just hope whoever replaces you takes a lesson from you, honestly.
Thank you so much.
So
Those are
thank you.
incredibly kind words. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm gonna name
you.
a park after you.
Make it the tiniest one in Springfield.
Thanks.
All right, seeing none, I don't see any more phone calls.
I have one thing, if
Oh.
I could.
Oh,
30 seconds. 29.
timing you.
Okay, so on a more serious note, you know, we've talked about COVID and the numbers and things of that nature. You know, unfortunately here for Springfield, we lost 30 lives due to COVID. And, you know, you alluded to before, I was mayor last year, and I appreciate all the relationships I made and all the stories. But it's not about me, you know, it's about this, a way for this community to recognize those 30 lives that were lost. And with your permission, Mr. Mayor, and certainly with your input and the rest of the input of the Township Committee, I'd like to start to talk to Mr. Basicolo about a way in which we can honor these 30 names. There's a lot of suggestions that have been made to me during last year. A bench mentioned to me perhaps put the 30 names on the tower, the clock tower that we have across the street from Springfield Town Hall. But I would like, with your permission, to start a dialogue with Mr. Basicolo to see if, I don't know if it's an ad hoc committee or a group, to come together and decide maybe perhaps what's the best way to honor the residents that have died during this COVID pandemic, that we can honor them, we can remember them with some sort of memento or honorarium for them somewhere in town that we could all remember and pay tribute to those that we lost during last year.
We're getting park benches from the plastic collected at ShopRite, at Chisholm. Two. So maybe
From the
we
Environmental Commission.
environmental.
Right.
Maybe we should talk to them about a couple of the benches, putting names on the benches that have been donated through people from the town giving the plastic bags.
Right.
Well, that's a good idea. I never thought of that. Very good idea, Chris.
Oh, no, I have something else.
But is that,
Okay,
is that all right? I mean,
I have to
just,
say that I don't know anyone in Springfield who has not been affected by this.
sure,
So, yeah, 100%.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It's just, to be honest with you, it's just something that I kind of, for me, I just kind of want to finish.
Nope.
And just because I've, you know, the conversations I have with people and the situations for that year, it's something that I'm always going to remember. We're always going to remember.
Yeah.
And it's something we should do, I think, for the people of Springfield.
I keep saying it over and over again, and I'm going to keep saying it because I know what you went through last year. You literally woke up every morning and just dealt with the worst possible situation you could all day long. And I will keep saying it and keep saying it and keep saying it. So whatever you want to do at that point, you
But I appreciate it. I want to get the public's input. I just don't know how to do that yet.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that yet.
Okay.
But I want to put it on the radar that I
great.
want to start thinking about it.
All right.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Deputy Mayor.
You know
Go
what?
for adjournment?
No, hold on, we got
One more.
Oh, you're out of the line.
On a more sober note and a sobering note, the tragedy that happened earlier this week with Alana. One question, I guess, directed towards Erica because she's part of the sub committee. A bunch of localities around us are having
April
vigils.
6th, they're having.
So April 6th is ours. So we should just make sure that's publicized.
So-
Because I don't think
Oh.
we'll have a committee.
They're asking about possibly doing something on April 6th also right now.
Got you for the,
Correct.
oh, okay.
That
Is there
just
a
came-
permit for that necessary if it's in
We're
front of?
discussing that with,
Okay.
right now.
That
So I
info
wasn't
just
sure.
came out literally in the last few hours, where they asked for possibly something like that, and I got them in contact with John, and that's,
We'll have
Gotcha.
her an answer by noon tomorrow.
Yeah, we should definitely do that. Every other town has done that. With that being said, because it was so short notice, I didn't push it, but there's also a number of towns are passing resolutions. We should try to, and I will get in touch with Linda, so we can parrot language, because I do think it's important.
excellent. Absolutely agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been in touch with people also.
Oh, yes, thank
So,
you.
yeah, everything's in the works, and I'm sure we won't have any
Okay.
hurdles to overcome.
And unfortunately, on that note, there was a tragedy in Colorado yesterday, and an officer lost his life, and 9 other, I believe it was 10, I think the officer and 9 citizens, correct?
I
So our
believe so,
thoughts
yeah.
are with them and with your men and women, because I know anytime a tragedy like that happens, it really affects you guys and their families, and anytime somebody dies in the line of duty and another mass shooting. So just want to give our thoughts to our guys and gals here and just to everyone in Colorado dealing with the aftermath of that. So unfortunately, another tragic event in this country to talk about.
And Chief, I know we talked about your guys' last meeting. I have seen those cars. I've seen them at BP. I've seen them,
You saw the numbers, too.
I saw the numbers. I saw the numbers pop up. I've seen them everywhere that we've talked about seeing them. I've seen them. I've seen them on Mizell. I've seen them on Middletown. Again, all over the place. So, thank you.
Thank you.
It is absolutely noticed.
Don't forget the school's going, is back full-time.
Yes, sir.
Not full-time,
Well, in April, it's going back full-time, or May.
not yet. I don't think, I mean,
Right,
maybe.
the week after Ritual. The week after,
don't think so.
vacation.
Full-time?
Full-time, I heard, 5 days a week.
Yeah, we're going back to full-time.
My wife was told it would be, those high school would be open 5 days a week.
Well,
Been out yet.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Adjourn, yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Hey, take it easy.
Mike, thank you.
Mike, I got a mask on.